Thursday. I think it's the 11th, but I'm not too sure. I'm outside on the decking because even though the weather's not that clever, if you can see the skies, I'm actually having a hot flush. Yes, I know I'm too old for them, but I still get them every now and again. I'll show you what I've got recently. This is a vintage pattern, although I only bought it just recently. I just like the little top. Not sure about the shorts or the top for me, but hey ho, I like the top. As you know, I'm aiming for the younger generation with a lot of my retro type clothes. That one is for anybody really, isn't it? That is a genuine vintage pattern. That is not a photocopy, it's a genuine one. I buy these off eBay usually, sometimes off Etsy. In fact, it's Bellman's. I don't think Bellman's is in business since I was young. And then this one's probably more modern. It's a Wendy one. It's 4651. It's got 3 designs on it, if you can see. It's got a cardigan, a short version, and a long version at the bottom there. I don't know whether you can see it. I don't want to go too close because it blurs, doesn't it? I don't know whether you can see. I like the little cardigan. I think it's very pretty. It's got a plain top and then this like lacy edging at the bottom. Anyway, completed things. What I've done is I've done yet another headband, but this time I did a different flower on it, and I put a bead in the centre, if you can see. And the flower is actually done in a yarn with glitter. Keep going the wrong way. Yarn with glitter. So I just thought it'd be a little bit different. I did another one in the same purple. This one's a bit smaller, and it's just got a tie thing around the middle of it to make it look a bit like a turban. I mean, it can also be worn that way round if people don't want, you know, the turban look. Yeah. And the last one was another one of Bag a Day patterns, you know, a headband. Again, you can wear the buttons to the side. Where are we going now? To the side, or you could wear them at the back if you wanted to. Very easy, nice pattern to do. It's in super quick chunky. And, excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. And, oh, that is itchy. Shouldn't itch it either because it makes it red. Anyway, that's in super chunky. And the pattern, as I said, was on Etsy for this. Or I think you may be able to find it on Ravelry if you're one of the people who's still on there. I put buttons on it with the flower because I didn't have the exact shade of pink, so I thought we'd go for a contrast. Right, now this is what I was supposed to show you this week, wasn't it, earlier on? But I forgot it was in the other room. It was the Simply Crochet magazine, and it is issue number 86. Yeah, that's the one, if you can see it. It came with the UK Yarn shop guide, which I haven't looked at because there's never anything in for Manchester, or very rarely. Northern Ireland, Wales, here we go, Scotland, Northwest, Black Sheep, which isn't in the Northwest but nowhere near me. They're online as well. They're in Culchith in Warrington, Cumbria, that's nowhere near me. Mrs Johnson's Emporium, that sounds very posh, doesn't it? That's in Blackpool. Ooh. Market Street Marple, we've got another one there. And then that's it, because the rest of them are in Bradford or Felton or Cleethorpes, Sunderland. Nothing actually in Manchester itself, which is sad, isn't it, when you think about it. If I was younger and had money, which we all know we don't have. Plus I've not got the health that I used to have. It's also got some of the, you know, yarn festivals, which is quite helpful. I think I saw somewhere. There's a bit on Scotland I need to show Sue where she's got to go for yarn. I think she has found a shop though. And it also came with Crochet Edits. It's from the West Yorkshire Spinners. It's like a giveaway book with it. I mean, that draws my eye right away because I love bright colours. Plus I love granny squares as well. That's the cushion. Hope you can see it. If I go too close it blurs, I've noticed. Also if I'm indoors it tends to have this, whites out the yarn, you know, it makes it all go pale, yeah. That reminds me of like jesters. Oh, I think this is an article. I don't think it's a pattern. It's an article about a shawl and about a blanket or whatever, Afghan as you call it. There's another cushion. I can remember when I was engaged, I had this bright idea I was going to make all these cushions for the house. I made one. And then I didn't use it because it was the wrong colour. That's got bubbles all over it. My aunt made me some gorgeous cushions and I wish I'd kept them. I never really used them because I thought they were old-fashioned. They were like a circular cushion and it was like a big flower, and she'd used all oddments and all different colours. And at the time I just wasn't ready for that. It was more like the simplified kind of op-art type of thing when I married in '68. And eventually, I don't know what happened to these cushions, I think I must have given them away, and now I would love to grab them back, if you know what I mean. Because now I'm into the boho, those cushions would have been just fantastic. Sorry Auntie, I didn't keep them. I think that's it for, oh no, one more. Sweet Dreams, it's a bolster cushion, isn't it? I like the colours. But then you knew I would because it's nice and bright. Oh look, even showed it even better, haven't we? Let's turn it that way and you can see it better. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Yeah, I've actually got the pattern that my aunt used for the cushions. I found it on a vintage site and I bought it, but I've never had that. I don't know. It was kind of like pleated. It was a gorgeous cushion, but of course, me in my whatever. You know how you are when you're, what, 22 and you just got married and you want your house just so, you know. So, anyway, here we are. We're on to the magazine now. I think these are advertising the new colours in the West Yorkshire Spinners. And, you know, I do think amigurumis are really, really cute, but I just can't get into them. They're just not me. I make a pig's ear of them. That's advertising a pattern. It looks like Stylecraft, does it? Oh no, it's Rico. Doesn't even say the number on it. No. You'd have to go and look it up on Rico's site. Right. Burly Girl. That's a bag. I don't know whether that's in or whether it's just an advert. Excuse me, I've got another hair. These are just saying what's new. Right, we've got a sort of geometric style cushions there. And I think those are cute. The idea of those are very cute. They're place mats or drink mats, whatever you want to call them, coasters. I think they're really pretty. I like the idea of the broken up bits. That's a magazine rack, which would be no use to me because I wouldn't be fastening it on the wall. Otherwise I'd put that many things in it to fall off. Yeah. That's a wall hanging with tassels on the end of it. Then we've got, I think they could be glass coasters or plant coasters or whatever you want. Not coasters, what am I talking about? Glass covers or plant covers, yeah. It's all on the same theme, isn't it? The lemon and the grey, yeah. Right, let's go. That's advertising a pattern called, it's from Novita Yarns. Again, they're not in the magazine, it's just an advert. Must admit I've not heard of Novita Yarns. And that's a blanket in Karen Simply Soft, again, not in the magazine. Mindful Mandala, I think that's in the magazine. I'm always drawn to the adverts, I think the adverts are really nice. Oh, those are the latest style craft patterns for you to buy. This one's on the front cover. I think this is really pretty. It's got the, well, the granny squares in a way, but they've got the circle in the middle, haven't they? Yeah. Daisy Skein it's called. It's well, it's done in Rico, double knit cotton, so it's quite feasible for me to do it in cotton, yeah. I'm not sure I'd choose lemon for myself because I don't really suit lemon. I used to do when I had dark hair, but funny enough it makes me look washed out now. Jester Minute, that's some kind of a scarf thing. I think there's a better picture of it further along. No, there isn't. There's just a, oh, let me cover it up. It's just a diagram showing how the colours go, yeah. That's called Fruity Beauty. It's a pineapple cushion. I did the pineapple stitch once on a tea cosy, it looked rather nice. It's a thought, isn't it? I might make a tea cosy for the stall. As you say, I'm concentrating on tiny little things for the stall because there's no point in me making big things because I know they just won't sell. This one is kind of me in a way. It's called Bohemian Queen. You can see the stitch if it doesn't go blurry. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of, what did they call it? It lark's foot stitch or something. Where you go down into the row below, it's like stripes, but it's not. Yeah, lark's foot stitch, that's what it's called. And it's done in double knitting. So there's a chance I might make it. This is a lady called Jessica Carey. Pride and Joy, and she does this super thick stuff. I've made headbands with this super thick, but I don't think I'd like a, well, I've got a waistcoat in it, haven't I? But it's a bit thick, isn't it? Especially to make in the shop, which, you know, I'd have to post it. That's trimming up a basket. That's Jess making her presents felt. And there's the two amigurumis that we saw before. Looks and feels like it's going to really storm. That's little paw prints all over for your doggy. Oh, Granny Square Day 2019. It doesn't say what day it is, it just said it's Granny Square Day. It's nearly time to cover the world in a virtual blanket at this annual online event. Doesn't say when it is, it just says it's there. Oh, how to get involved, here we go. On or before August 15th, take a photo of your granny square. Crop the photo into a square shape so that the granny square nearly fills up the entire space. On the day, upload your picture to your Instagram account. And much more importantly of all, make sure to post it with the hashtag Granny Square Day 2019. Your square will then be added to the virtual blanket. To see the blanket, search Granny Square Day hashtag Granny Square Day 2019. You will need to be viewing Instagram's standard 3-wide formula to get the full effect. Oh. Jess is having a good bang, a good bark. Chasing rainbows. Oh, it's starting to rain a little bit. I knew it was coming. Oh, it's just an article showing you how to shape pom-poms to make them in little bear faces and things. Oh, I like that. Next issue. That is me. Love it. It's got fringe and granny squares. It's me. It's got me all over it. I think that's it now. Oh, got an itch. It's just full of all the diagrams, you know, for all those cushions and things. That looks pretty, but it's just in a granny stitch shawl. It's not when the pattern isn't there, of course. But I think I like the colour. It's just very supple, isn't it? It's pattern number 5242 and it's crocheted in King Cole Twirly Tweed Chunky. It looks very, very pretty. It looks very supple, doesn't it? I don't know whether you can get King Cole over in the US, but we can get it over here in the UK. And that's an advert for Deramores. I was going to say something before and I've forgotten what I was going to say. My mother used to irritate me when I used to say that. I've forgotten what I was going to say and she used to say it must be a lie then. Oh, and it used to make me so mad. These days it just means I forgot. Doesn't mean it's a lie at all, it just means I forgot. Because my brain capacity is that of a flea lately. I can remember things from later on or even last week. But things I was trying to remember like 10 minutes ago, I can't recall them. And I don't have Alzheimer's because I've passed my test, so. I think it's like Sue says, we've got so much stuff in our brain that something has to give. First in, first out, yeah. Or last in, should say. Last in, first out, yeah. Right, I was going to say something about something in here, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I have to think of something else to crochet now. You know, bits and pieces wise for the craft. Although I have got quite a bit, I need to really go upstairs and have a look in what I've already got made up. Because I have got several hats and different things made up already. I was thinking I might do a little, not a big pram blanket, you know, like a Moses basket blanket. I was thinking I might do one of those because you can fold that up on the table. Hats, it's the wrong season for hats really. Unless they're lacy hats, you know, sort of like ABBA style, you know, the granny square ABBA style things with the flower on the side. But it's a bit warm. I still haven't fringed the scarves yet. I've got that to do to finish that off. And but I'm just anxious to go back to making garments again. in the mood, you know, for making a garment. But I know it's a bit silly because they just won't sell on the store. Well, there's no room to put them. I can't take a mannequin. I'm not lugging a mannequin all the way down to the shop. And there's nowhere to put it anyway. It's just a small table, that's all we've got. And half of it is Kelly's and half of it is mine. So, I mean, we're only talking about a square table about that big, so there's not a whole lot I can put on it. But I'm going to take some baskets, you know, like, and sort of put the headbands in and let people have a rummage. Sounds a delightful way of display, doesn't it? Let people have a rummage. But I'm not setting out to make it like craft fair standard or something like that, because that's not what it is, yeah. So I'm getting a bit sort of for ideas now. Keep looking at bits and pieces and things I might make. I've got a lot of brooch backs, so I might make some little flowers and stuff to see whether they'd sell, you know. If they don't, then you can always use them to trim things up with, can't you, you know. Like when I made this little flower, you know, if you make them with different colours or something like that and put a brooch back on the back of them. And, you know, it's just an idea, isn't it? And those were the beads that I had. It actually came from a snap necklace, that bead. So, I thought I might as well make use of it. No, it wasn't a necklace actually, it was a bracelet. It was very pretty, but the elastic was perished, so it snapped. That is the drawback of buying any sort of vintage jewellery, is that sometimes if they're on elastics, the elastics are perished. So the first time you put them on, you know, they just disintegrate. I've got quite a few that I need to rethread, but like everything else in my life, I can never find enough time to do it. Yeah. So that's about all I've got to say, really. I've not heard from Sue today. Well, this week. I spoke to her last week, so all is well. She's enjoying herself in Scotland, and she's now got the 2 dogs, and she's really enjoying those. I'm hoping that one day in the summer maybe I'll get up there for a weekend or something to see her. Or maybe she'll make it down here one weekend, who knows. Either way, I'll make sure she does a video, even if it's me up there or whatever. But yeah, I'd love to make a video with her and the dogs and everything, and you know, her new house and everything like that. My house is still a complete and utter shambles because I just cannot motivate myself. I'm a true crafter in the fact that I don't mind being surrounded by, it's got to be woolly clutter, it's not got to be any other kind of clutter. It's got to be yarn, it's got to be woolly related, patterns were related. I don't like other kinds of clutter in my house, it's just all woolly. You know, crafter's paradise, everybody else's nightmare, you know what I mean. People come in the house and go, oh, my son especially, he goes absolutely berserk when he comes. Mother, have you never tidied up? Mother, have you not done this? So every time he calls me mother, it's when I know I'm in trouble. Otherwise it's mom. It's funny how kids can drag out a name, isn't it? They don't say mum, they go mom, if they want something, don't they? And if they don't want something and they're telling me off, it's mother. Oh well. I'm feeling a lot cooler now I'm outdoors. I don't know why I suddenly went hot inside. I've been on antibiotics, so sometimes they play havoc with you, don't they? You're in a... They always give me indigestion, I don't know why. But I finished them now, so hopefully they've done the trick. I don't really have anything else to say to you. Not going anywhere for the rest of the week. On Saturday maybe, go shopping with my niece. Highlight of my week. Yeah. I've not got anywhere else to go to. I think it's a couple of weeks before I have to go to the dentist. And a couple of weeks before I go to see the hospital about that pain in my leg. So Next week I think he's completely free. Oh, what can I do to fill in my time? I could do housework, but then, oh. A true crafter knows the feeling that we have about housework. It's like, do we have to? Oh no, I could be crocheting. It makes me only time to actually do something in the craft room, even though it's related. I've seen other people tidying up their craft rooms. This is my sewing room, this is my craft room, this is my... And I'm thinking, come on, get yourself motivated, get yourself organised. But I'm absolute rubbish. Hello, my darling. Gigi's come out to say hello. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Don't think he's coming up to have a look at you. I think he's just wandering around. It's actually his tea time, but he's a little bit late with his tea. So that's probably why he's come looking for me. Well, I was sitting in the front room today, and there was an almighty crash. It sounded like half the roof had fallen in. And I went round and I've looked in every room, you know, even my craft room, to see if some packets had fallen off on the floor. But they wouldn't have made that kind of noise. It sounded like a wardrobe dropping. It was that loud. But I've been everywhere and I can't see anything, so maybe it was next door. Maybe it just sounded like it was in my house, but it was awful loud. For a while I was afraid to go and have a look, you know. I thought, oh my goodness, what's fallen over? So I'm like going in all the rooms like that, you know. Can't find anything. So it's a mystery. If you know what fell over in my house, can you let me know, please? Because I haven't got a clue. And if I find out what fell over in my house making that very loud bang, I'll let you know next video. Oh, there's Jess, joined by Gigi. Did you hear him? What's the matter, Gigi? Is Jess barking? He's down the bottom of the garden, Gigi. He likes to be wandering around in the garden when I'm out here, but if I'm in the house he wants to be with me. Oh, he's coming back. What are you doing, Gigi? What are you doing, Flower? Hello. What are you doing? He says I'm coming to see you. But no. I have been spurned. He has walked back into the house. Obviously he's waiting for his dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he's back again. What do you want, darling? What your dinner? Oh, that was his ears went. Whoop. What do you want, sweetie pie? Your dinner? Come here, boy. Come and say hello to everybody before we go. Yeah. Oh, it's being stubborn. Come here, darling. Come here. Oh, dear. There he is. He doesn't want to sit on camera today, obviously. He's got all his feet out like that, you know, like, don't pick me up. There he is. There he is. Oh, there's thunder. There's thunder, Gigi. You did well to have your wee-wee now. Because it looks as though it's going to rain and Auntie Janet's going in. Eh? There we go. Right, okay, people. I probably won't see you tomorrow, but I will see you on Saturday. Oh, I think, oh gosh, never wear velvet with a molting dog. Right, yeah, it's one of my nice blouses, but you can't do any housework in it, that's my excuse, because it's got these floaty sleeves. Yes, I know I had it on yesterday, but I only put it on in the middle of the afternoon to make the video, so it wasn't exactly, you know, full day of dirty. In any case, I've got a camisole underneath it, so it's not exactly next to my body, is it? So I'm going to go, like I said before, so I'll see you all on Saturday on the live. Hopefully I might have thought of something a bit more exciting to make for my table. Well, not my table, my craft table, so I don't know what Kelly's doing at the moment. She has a headache again. I wish that girl would get it sorted. If you're watching, Kelly, get it sorted, please. You're getting me worried now. And everybody else worried. because you keep getting these headaches, and I'm going to call you out on it.